So my question for you is, what is the best advice you've ever received?
That's kind of a loaded question for me because I think I was trying to think of an answer, and the best pieces of advice that you get are normally the ones that are hardest to swallow, because the things that are actually like have the power to change your life, they're not going to come easy, right? Like you have to work with them. I don't know, this might be kind of cheesy, but like don't compare yourself to others, I guess, which is something that's like especially hard to do in our society with like social media and everything, because like, you know, these platforms are built to like put people on a platform next to each other and compare them. Obviously that's not all they're about, but it's definitely a huge aspect of it. But I think once you like really accept that, you can kind of just live like more freely.
So the best advice I've ever gotten was from my mom, and she basically just said, Saira, you have to be confident in whatever you do, whether it's school, whether it's sports, just be confident, because your skills are so important and they're so good, and that you don't want anyone to knock you down and try and say, you can't do that, or you suck at what you do. Just be confident in what you do and believe that whatever you want to do, you can do it as long as you put your mind to it.
So the best advice I've ever received has been from one of my really close friends, Dr. Mukta, who is a creative director, and she's, you know, someone I go to for all the good advice. And it's, life is not a race, it's a marathon. And what I've taken from that is, especially being a creative in this industry and being able to create a social media platform with so many people that have been following the journey, it makes me feel like I have to consistently pump out new stuff all the time. And I feel like I keep running into this like circle of like trying to make things happen but not feeling good enough, and making them like things that are not that great because I'm not taking my time on it. And so I think I realized that I need to just take a step back, and it's not a rat race. It's about, you know, trying to prepare, train myself, make myself as best as I can be so I can approach any situation with the best knowledge and intention at that time. I think that's what I really learned from that.
So back to my hockey days, my coach used to always tell us, the game of hockey isn't hard, it's the players that make the game hard. And that just like blew my mind for some reason. When I was a 14-year-old, I'm like, whoa, sports is so easy now that I have this knowledge. And like it made me think like more about what I was doing, and like, oh right, like if I actually know, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I don't know.
So the best advice I've ever got was from my parents. Like I never liked doing schoolwork, but you know, in grade 12 I realized I wanted to go to Waterloo. So because my parents never really like forced me to do any sort of academic work or like extracurricular stuff. So, you know, they just always said, you know, like do what you want and, you know, just do your best, I guess. So they really had that freedom for me, I guess. They gave me that freedom, and grade 12 it kind of just hit, and you know, I decided to put in the work, and yeah, I ended up in Waterloo.
I've gotten like a lot of really good advice in my life, I'd say. So it's like, it's pretty hard to answer, but I feel like the one that stuck with me the most, just a second, I gotta get, it's like a visual thing.
Okay.
It's a French quote that my 8th grade teacher wrote for me. Mm-hmm. And it's this. So it says, souris à la vie et elle te sourira. So it means like, essentially the best way I can translate that would be like, just like smile to like your life and everything that you have, and it'll reflect back on you in a way. So it's like when you're grateful and you appreciate everything that you have, and like you put out a certain energy into everything in your life, it kind of comes back onto you. That has stuck with me since then, really. I think about that like every day, and whenever like I'm going through something difficult, or like, you know, I'm in a like place where I don't know what to do, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like confusion or just stress or whatever. That quote just like brings me back down to earth and kind of helps me deal with whatever's going on, essentially.
That's awesome. I love that.